Alright, y'all, it's your girl Key. I'm in here trying to get this candy bag up. So we getting ready to go to my uncle's house for the last Sunday in August. And I wasn't gonna go. I think after some of these videos, y'all probably know why I wasn't going. Y'all have to excuse the way I look. I've been around the house and some things had been happened today. And I wanted to just jump on here and share before I go anywhere. I wasn't gonna go to my uncle's house because I still got some other videos that need to be edited. I'm still on deadline for my job. Some deadlines have actually changed, and I found out a few things had been, some decisions was made at work I wasn't made aware of. And so now I'm training somebody to take over something that I do. They want me to train a department to take over what I do. Hear what I just said, y'all. They want me to train a department to take over something I do. Now, this ain't my job. This is one thing on my job. They want me to train a department to do. I know y'all probably be looking at it like, she make it seem like her job is so extenuating and all this other stuff. It is. I'm not somebody that, I don't really complain about what I do because I actually like what I do. I'm one of those people who didn't finish the degree. Let me say that. I'm one of the people who didn't finish the degree. But what they was going to teach me with a degree is a skill set that I've mastered without the degree, but I wouldn't have been able to learn it in college. I hope that makes sense, y'all. So, what they were going to teach me in school, and it's not the reason why I didn't get it. I don't want y'all to get that twisted. My thought process is to finish at some point. Even though I got 167 credit hours total, it seems strange to say finish. But that's neither here nor there. Trying to get rid of all this candy I had. These are M&M's. I had like 3 big bags of these. And so since I'm going to my uncle's house, he has a cookout every Sunday in August for his birthday. And he's been doing this over 10 years now. And I had a bunch of candy left over from some things that we had here. So I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to give all this to Layla. So I figure I'll allow other people's children to have a sugar high, and then I go home. So I woke up this morning to a flat, like my tire was on the ground. And I have a little bit of a phobia for flat tires. And the phobia is there because the same people that had me in court was the same people that felt the need to flatten my tires all the time. I'm still scripting the court cases for y'all. That's why I ain't launched them yet. I'm still scripting them. These videos about to take me out, y'all. Y'all got me digging back. But so I got a little bit of a phobia. I ain't gonna lie. I woke up and I was like, I know these suckers ain't. And right now, one of them would pull it because he's upset about how things went between him and Asia. The other one is going to end up probably trying to pull it because he ain't going to like the answer that I'm going to give him for a question he asked me. Now, I'm going to give y'all this question. This question, he came to my house and asked me. I want y'all to understand something. Watch who y'all let in the thresholds of y'all house. You know that big thing, the threshold. When they come through the door, be mindful of who come through there. Because I've been okay with him stepping inside to get his child. And there have been a few occasions where he stepped inside and he was wearing his balls outside of his pants. Right. And I didn't appreciate it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all about one instance. I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my rug, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all about one instance where he came in and the issue was the fact that the little one had a doll that I took her to go and buy. I'm going to say it again for the people in the cheap seats. She had a doll that I took her to go and buy. Got it? Good. Keep up with the story. His complaint was the color of the doll. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. And men, hear me. Hear me. Because this is very offensive. If you have never bought your child a doll, if you have a little girl and you've never bought her a doll, do not come for the mama about the color of the dolls that your child play with when you have not helped to set that platform. Now, here's what I could have respected. Let me, because I need y'all to hear me, so I'm going to sit. I don't normally sit on my furniture, but I'm going to sit on this table. It's wrought iron and stone. I should hold me. I say that because how do you complain about something you're not helping to buy? Now, we had an issue before about daycare being too high, but at the time, who was paying the daycare bill? I was. Now, I know these videos probably got me looking like the stupidest woman on the face of the earth. And that's fine. I do what I need to do to ensure that my kids can get to where they need to get, and I can get to work every day because the paycheck helps to pay the bills. Notice I said help because it ain't really paying everything. But yeah, so we had an issue this particular day about the doll. Now, I'm finna tell y'all where I got this doll from. We went to a mall and we went in the Disney store and got a Disney character from a movie. Now, maybe I'm stepping outside the box in the way that I look at this, but I don't think my child saw a color when she decided that she wanted Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid had long, bright red, silky hair. I'm talking about this doll hair. Beautiful hair. She was expensive too. She had long, pretty hair. And her whole fin lit up. The sequence actually lit up going all the way down the dial. And when you turned it on, it lit up, it lit down, and all that other good stuff. When I saw it, I was like, oh God, this doll finna cost me an arm and a leg. But yes, he had a problem with the color of the doll. But he telling me this in my house. When she's, well, and it's, I didn't send the doll to his house. I wish I would send, no, that ain't. Ladies, I'm going to tell y'all like this. When you don't send the stuff that you actually want to come back to your house, it helps. If you know you want it to come back to your house, don't send it. So I don't send stuff that I spend a whole lot of money on. Because if it don't come back to my house, that will bother me. And it's not about other people, kids playing with and all this other stuff. I'm dealing with some vindictive men. I think my level of understanding has been more than fair. I done been in therapy because of the relationships and all that other stuff. I don't want not one of them. I promise you I don't. But fair is fair. Don't take the stuff that I done bought and keep it at your house because you trying to be funny. Or you know it's going to bother me because I spent some money on it. So, that was one of the times that he came in my house and had something to say. But just here recently, and this is going to blow y'all wigs off. Just here recently, he told me he needs the arrearage for child support to go away. I'm going to tell y'all just how he said it to me. He said, yeah, I want to holler at you about that arrearage. Now, I done stopped dead in my tracks because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, what the F about it? He looked at my face and was like, yeah, I need that to go away. I need you to get rid of that. Now, he came to pick up our child. Now, the old me would have clowned, child or not, sitting there. I said the old me, y'all. God has forgiven me and you should too. The old me would have clowned. I was stuck. Because again, like I said, he come in here with his balls on the outside of his pants. Now, this is where I'm finna mess y'all head up at, because now y'all getting a whiff of where I'm going with this whole court thing. He took me to court to avoid paying child support. He was upset when his attorney told him, eventually you were going to have to pay child support. You're the non-custodial parent. He was upset at that point. Then he wanted to make a deal. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. We had a deal before that. The deal was, and this is when I actually was getting assistance from the state. I told him, the state, I get assistance from the state, pay the co-payment. And that's it. Ain't no help with no clothes, ain't nothing. Pay the co-payment. That was what I told him. He dropped the ball with that a few times. Then I told him, just give me $400 a month. Now, I know what he made. It was in the 600, in the 6 digits. I'm going to say that. And he wasn't paying child support. Oh, Jesus. He lost that job, y'all. I don't even know how else to put that. He lost that job. But in his defense, he said that maybe it's just time for him to move on. I don't know how I could say getting fired from 6 figures means that I'm supposed to move on. When he told me, I just was like, oh, okay. At that time, I was getting child support. That was short-lived. It didn't even last the whole year. Whatever. I do what I have to do to maintain my house and my kids. I clean houses for extra money, make sure I can put food on the table. Groceries is expensive, and raising kids by yourself, I think that sometimes men underestimate how much it actually costs to raise a child. So when you come up in my house to say, I need you to get rid of the arrearage, the court documents had my name as the defendant. How you take me to court and then you want me to do you a solid? Somebody help me understand this. Then you been out of work. I ain't asked you for nothing, and Ninja, you ain't offered nothing. I'm buying shoes. I'm buying hair products. I'm buying personal products. We got the bathe and everything. Then she's sick. She's finicky. She don't want to eat everything I cook. So now I got to make sure that not only am I buying my food, that I have the things in the house that she eats. To me, that's a whole separate grocery bill. So to come in my home and say, I need you to make that arrearage go away, I was stuck. Like, who the F? Them some nerves. Ooh, them some nerves. Y'all, I know y'all probably think I be making this stuff up. I'm not. It irritates my soul, y'all. I promise it does. I don't even know no other way to put it. And to top all that off, in the midst of him not helping with his child, he kept slashing my tires. So, the other one, Asia Daddy was the first one to take me to court. That's how this one knew he could avoid paying child support. Ain't that some stuff? He with me while I'm in court with the other one, and then we break up and he turned around and do what the other one did. Ain't that some funky stuff? Boy, I'm coming, y'all. Just I'm coming with the court stories, y'all. Just give me a second. But yes, the whole time Asia's daddy had me in court, he was slashing my tires. Like, I don't understand how. Explain this to me. I don't even need y'all to explain, because this is what bands do. Bands, B-A-N-S. I keep talking. They real, y'all. They slash tires. They slash tires. How is it that if you ain't effing with me, you ain't effing with your kid, you take me to court in order to avoid paying child support that I ain't even took you to court for? So are you really taking me to court to avoid child support or for the visitation that you put on the court order when you show up? Or are you taking me to court to piss me off because you think hitting me in my pockets and wasting my time is going to make me want to deal with you? I don't know. All of it is a dumb move, because in the end, both of them were still ordered to pay child support. It was dumb to me. I'm my right-handed guy. I had not taken them to court. And that's my left hand. I'm sorry, y'all. That's the candy bag here. But you know what I'm saying? So when I wake up, because I didn't pay for over 40 tires. Ain't that a shame? And I'm not talking, this is not me counting, wear and tear. This is how many times they've been slashed. There was one point where the little one, he was slashing all four every time he came through to slash the tires. And here's what's crazy. I didn't trust him because of the family he came from. This is what they did to each other. So in my mind, I'm looking at it like, if this dude ever get mad at me and tear my car up the way him and his family over here doing each other. Cycles is real, y'all. He probably ain't never even realized he do the same stuff that him and his family do to each other. Like, that's crazy. But I'm already seeing how him and his family treat each other, and all I'm thinking is, if he come over here and tear my car up, where does that leave me? So when I moved, you know what I did? I moved down the street from a train station. And where I moved to, the daycare was across the street. It literally was a daycare facility. It was a 45-second walk from my apartment to the daycare. And it was a 4.5-minute walk to the train from the daycare. And I did it because I told myself, I don't care what happens. Me and my kids need to be able to go to work and school. So I need to be able to walk and get on the train, and I need to be able to walk and take her to daycare. That's how this is getting ready to work. And lo and behold, when it all went wrong, daycare help stopped, tires is being slashed all over the place, and at one point, the car just sat for like 3 months. I put a note inside of it for the police. I called the police. I dialed 311, explained to them what was going on, told them I can't afford to get the tires right now, blah, blah, blah. They told me that they would actually ride the neighborhood and keep a lookout. I was thankful. So when I come outside and see my car on the flat, it does something to me internally because of what I've gone through. I gotta add it to my list of traumas. And I'm telling y'all this because I didn't realize that all them times they were slashing my tires, I didn't realize that those were traumatic instances for me. It was not until I woke up, because this is the first time since I've been living here that I woke up and had a flat. So to wake up and have a flat, my heart was racing. I got hot. I started sweating. I had to sit down. My head started hurting. And I had to really put things into perspective. Like, okay, I haven't said anything to make either one of them mad. And that's bad that I internalize it to the point where I'm trying to figure out if I upset somebody. I know I ain't did nothing to nobody. I be in the house. I know I ain't did nothing to nobody. I'm working 24/7. So I called my uncle. My uncle come over here. He said it needs to be plugged. I said, is it slick? He said, no, ain't no slick. He said it looked like it's a little bit of something in there. He said it looked like you might have ran over something. He said, what I'm looking at, you can go get it plugged up the street. I said, it ain't slashed. He said, no, it's not slashed. He said, I know what you're saying though, because you done went through that too many times. I said, look, I'm in my 40s. I'm trying to be done with that life. But it ripped me apart. Like, I've been in this. Y'all see I'm in. My grandmama called this a duster. Y'all see I'm in here in my duster. I wasn't finna go to my Uncle last cookout for this month. Because I was sitting here disgusted. I'm like, I'm getting ready to go through this again. And I had to really think about it like, you're going to have to get past these traumatic instances you've had. All these tires I done had to pay for because somebody has slashed them. It has literally done something to me. And I didn't realize it until today. But I'm going to make sure I circle back. And we're going to go over court. I'm finna tell y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Because I had the title. The title around here somewhere. It's floating around here somewhere for that first one. It's 2020. Court for the first case started in 2008. 12 years. Do you hear me? 12 years. I'm telling y'all how it impacted my life. I'm telling you the dumbness he did in the court, because the ninja thought he was Ike Turner for real. The other one was short-lived. He had an attorney, but once his attorney found out that he wasn't there for his own baby surgery, he was like, what? He wasn't there. Why wasn't he there? I said, well, he had to work. He said, is this job way more important to him, and then he's not even giving you any money? I said, well, he makes 6 figures. Of course the job is important to him. He said, right, but he's not helping you with it. What good is that doing him if he's not helping his children? I told him, I'm not your client. This is something you need to be asking him. I'll see y'all next video.